my lovely wishes. It's Holly, still in Minnesota, but this is our, today's Monday. We're coming home on Wednesday, so no matter how many times we come, no matter how long we stay, it's still hard to go home. Even though I want to see my family and my dog, but it's still really hard to go home. And part of that reason is it's snowing a lot. It's so beautiful. So we came for the gale and the snow and we got them both. So yeah, super happy. So how are you? How is everyone? I wish that I could just sit down with every one of you and just talk about how it's Thanksgiving week and what are you thankful for and how are you and what's new and how are your kids and just everything. As you can see, I have a turkey on my head and he has a little hat. He's very stylish, little turkey. His little beak is a little, well, there, that's better. Okay, maybe that's not his beak, it's his wattle. Anyway, this was given to me by a wish, and this is the only opportunity that I'm going to have to wear it because it will be past Thanksgiving the next time I put out a video. So it's just been really good here. I finished the Christmas quilt and got it off to the long armor, and then I began on this one. This was from Quilt 101. If you've never been, is it Quilt 101? I think so. Yeah. And I got it several years ago for a couple of reasons. As you can see, it's probably more buffalo check than gingham, but it made me feel like gingham. And my mother was mad for gingham. I mean, like, ooh, everything was gingham. And my I call this the Garmo Girls quilt. My sister calls every time it snows. His phone will ring. I know right away it's Kathy. It's snowing. So Kath, it's snowing. So the snowflake and the gingham just really works for me on a heart basis. But the pattern, which is this snowflake pattern, comes in two varieties. Three. A striped, a plain, oh here they are on the back, a plain, and a kind of crazy wild, lots of different colors quilt. Not the instructions, not for the buffalo checks. And the first thing it says is to make some ridiculous amount, 70, I think, half square triangles. Yes. But so luckily enough, it comes with this chart and it breaks down each block. And so right now I'm doing all of the blocks that are just plain buffalo check. And when I need to make the half square triangles, yeah, I'll get there when I get there. I was really afraid I was going to mess it up, like big time mess it up. It's not it will not be perfect. The shaking does, it does make the seams kind of go, sometimes. But I will I will include some video of what I have done, and I'm okay with it. It's like I said, it's not perfect, but I'm okay with it. And I'm just going to keep going, block by block, and hope that when I need to do a half square triangle, it will become clear. The quilting fairies will help me. I wanted to share a couple of little things, so I'm going to try and switch this so that you can look down at them because it's kind of hard to visualize them. Oh, it's the snowplow truck. Hey, snowplow truck. I'm happy. All right, I'm going to switch and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so I discovered this nifty little printer. Whoops, over here. There we go. This nifty little printer, and it uses your phone to send it to this little printer, and it prints out this strip of whatever you. In this case, I did the block numbers so that when I finished a block, I could just put one of these on it, and I would know which block was which. Now, these all look the same, the ones that I'm working on right now, but it still makes me happy to label them, so I am. So I have an Amazon store. There's a link for it down below, and it's got a lot of the things in it that I use kind of on the regular, and it's costs you nothing more to use my link. But it does give me a little bit of a kickback. So just so you know, if the Amazon shop is down there somewhere. It's linked in the description box. So anyway, it's just nifty. I think it's just really cool. You don't have to keep like putting in different ones, and then you hit print, and then it prints it out, and then you have to rip it, and then you have to peel the little stuff off the back of it, and I guess I think it's pretty cool. And it was really inexpensive, like kind of crazy inexpensive. So I've been using that to label my blocks. It also comes in this nifty case, so you can travel with it or store it or whatever. It's got a cable so you can charge it. I'm really loving this little thing. So there's that. Let's do a slight close-up of this chart. Now I'm thinking, and if you've got a thought on this, that I'm not going to have to deal with, like, here's a half square triangle, there's one here, there's one there. Like, I don't need to deal with it until I get to those blocks. Please, let that be the truth. Because these are all just the same. So, anyway, that's the quilts that I'm happily working on. As you can see, not always the points in the right places, but my heart is in the right place. I think. I hope. Okay, one more thing I need to show. And you're probably gonna laugh, and that's fine. But I learned to make a granny square. Whoops, there. It's a granny square. I don't even know what that is, why that's doing that thing, but I used to be like a huge knitter. Like before I started quilting, knitting was my thing. And the trimmers make it so that using 2 needles and using both hands, not so happy. Kind of makes a big, it just isn't good. I can't get gauge. It's just not, it's more frustrating. So I decided I was going to try to crochet, and I always loved a granny square. And so I went to the shop here in town and got some yarn. They wound them for me, and yeah, I think I'm gonna make a blanket for the sewing room, because like these colors are the wall in there, and you know, I could be 100 before it gets done, but I'm so proud. I learned something new. So I will see you back at the other whatever. So thank you for kindly looking at what I've gotten done up here. It was worth it to bring all the sewing things. It was worth it. I probably didn't. I mean, I didn't spend all day sewing, but it gave me a little something to do, and yeah, it was worth it. When I was packing it all up, I thought, really, this might not be the smartest idea, but it was good. So, I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful to have this little piece of the internet where I can share love and in some information, and hopefully just bring a little happy, and that's all I want. And I'm so grateful for you and your comments and your support and just everything. if you want to share in the comments some things that you're grateful for, that would be awesome. So until I see you again, until I am home back in my space, please be well, be safe. And here it is, your moment of Zen. Love you, bye.